Can AI truly replace tech employees? Well, I just got one to access my AWS account and launch an EC2 instance. To my surprise, it actually worked. In 2025, there were over 50,000 job cuts directly linked to the adoption of AI. That's more than 12 times the amount of AI-related layoffs just 2 years earlier. This year, survey data shows for every 10 companies, 6 of them are planning to lay off their employees. I mean, what on earth is happening? If you're working in tech, I know how annoying the uncertainty is. Many of my friends and former co-workers have been impacted by the latest wave of AWS layoffs. And it's not just at Amazon. Microsoft's CEO confirmed that GitHub Copilot now writes 30% of its company's code. So does this mean the end of tech careers? Should we all start finding blue-collar jobs? Well, no. AI is not bringing tech jobs to an end. In fact, hundreds of new roles are being added daily. AI engineers, AI product managers, automation specialists, and so on. Most of these emerging careers are trying to find people who can blend their AI knowledge and expertise with human leadership and judgment. It's no longer about who can write the most lines of code in the fastest amount of time. It's about who can work the best with AI to achieve certain results, whether that's in product design, app development, or software engineering. And so in this video, I want to test AI against some of the more advanced tasks that tech employees are currently doing manually. And I want to see how much of it can actually be replaced by AI. To do this, I'll be using Manus AI, a powerful general agent that has recently been acquired by Meta. I'm going to ask it to buy a phone from Amazon, build me a mobile app, and then create some Instagram posts in order to promote the app to more users. These 3 tasks are what a startup founder, a software developer, and what a tech marketing manager would do. So let's head over to my computer now and see whether AI can truly replace tech workers. Alright, so here's the interface of Manus, and what we're going to do now is run it through some advanced tasks. Let's say I'm a startup founder and I want to create a new mobile app. First, I'm going to buy an iPhone where I'm going to test the app with. I can simply ask Manus to buy me an iPhone 17 from amazon.com.au and then hit enter. By the way, I'm using the Manus 1.6 Max model, which is recently released. They also have Manus 1.6 and Manus 1.6 Lite, which is the free version. Cool, so now I'll click on authorize to give Manus permission to create a new browser. If we click on the browser, we can see Manus real-time browsing for an iPhone 17. You can also choose to take over the browser at any time, by the way. If we go back to the Manus tab, you'll see that it's asking us which model we want. I'm just going to type in anything is fine. Not really picky. And here we can see it trying to buy the phone. I realized I haven't signed into my Amazon account, so once I did that, I typed in signed in, and Manus continues with the purchase. Cool, so it's made its way to the checkout page. It's asking me whether or not to place order, so I'll type in yes. Just like that, our order has been placed. Now, I'm going to very quickly cancel my order because I don't actually need a new iPhone. But you can see how powerful AI agents are becoming. Okay, I've cancelled the order. Let's make our way back to Manus. All we've done, by the way, is just connect Manus to our browser and it was able to purchase the phone. But you can actually connect it to a lot more things. For instance, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, and so on. So definitely check it out and see what else the AI is capable of doing. Now, what's really good about their 1.6 model is that it brings better one-shot performance. It delivers a significantly higher task success rate and shows 30% more persistence with tasks like deep research. Alright, let's say my new iPhone is getting delivered tomorrow, and for now, I want to build a new mobile app. What I can simply do is ask Manus to act as a developer and build me a new mobile app. In this case, I wanted to build me an AWS cost calculator. For this task, by the way, I can just go with their standard 1.6 model. This one can handle more tasks and consumes less credits. So hit enter and let's see what it comes up with. Cool, so it's asking a few clarifying questions, so let me just answer them. I want an iOS app just with the core AWS services. And for the functionality, I wanted to allow users to input resource configurations and guess cost estimates. Let's hit enter. And straight away we can see the app being built. The left-hand side shows the logic and thinking, and the right-hand side will later show a preview of the app. Alright, let's give it a few moments to generate. Amazing, so within a few minutes, our app has finished generating. You can see the core AWS services, as well as a calculator for each one. So let's see, for example, what's the cost of running 3 M5 large instances within the US West region. We're going to select reserve pricing and Windows as the operating system. And here you go, the estimated monthly cost is $294. What I'd like to add though is a welcome screen for our app. So I'll just type in add a welcome screen that says AWS Cost Calculator. Give it a few moments, and here it is. Perfect. Now, what you can actually do is preview the app on your phone. So if I scan this QR code and download Expo Go, you'll be able to view your app directly on your phone. Here it is, our cost calculator app. And now, instead of just clicking, you can just scroll through the options and tap the button. Pretty cool, right? Now, of course, you can add in more AWS services for your app. But what we're going to do now is move on to the next step, which is to design a brand new logo as well as some Instagram posts. What you can do is click design over here, of course select Nano Banana Pro, which is my favorite model, and then type in act as a tech marketing manager and design a logo for this mobile app. I'm going to paste in a screenshot of the app over here and hit enter. And once again, let's wait a few seconds for it to load. Oh wow, okay, I really like this. What I want to do now is ask it to turn this logo more 3D, because recently that's the type of logo design I'm into. Nice, so here's the updated logo. You can see that compared to the first one, it's a lot more 3D and it's really seemed to come to life. What I want to do though is remove the background, and I can simply do it in one click. So click on remove BG here, and just like that, the background is now gone. I can also choose to upscale it, so making it 8K, let's say, and then click tick. Cool, so now the logo is upscaled. What we'll do now is create a couple of Instagram posts so that we can attract some users for our AWS Cost Calculator app. I'll type in give me 3 Instagram posts to promote the AWS Cost Calculator application. I'm excited to see what it generates. Wow, okay, here's the result. This is post 1, post 2, and post 3. And as you can see, each Instagram post was designed to achieve a different result. The first one is just to introduce the app, the second one is to tell you more about it, and the third one is to build trust by showing a user testimonial. I realized I'm saying wow a lot, but if you think back, I only asked it to provide me 3 Instagram posts. It really went above and beyond, so I'm super impressed. By the way, if you want to make some specific changes, for example, editing this text, you can just click edit text and then make the change. So for example, I want to change the word AWS into cloud. Click save, apply, and here's the updated post. I can also do something like this. I can mark a certain area. So for example, this download now button, and then specify what I want. So change this button to green. This way you can make changes both big and small. There you go, the button is now green. So yeah, what we've done in this video is we've taken on the role of a startup founder, a software developer, as well as a tech marketing manager. I feel like I've only scratched the surface though of what AI agents and Manus is capable of. You can see here as we scroll down, they give us a whole bunch of ideas on what we can do. Craft professional emails, clean data output, and set automated reminders. But I'm going to leave it up to you to experiment and play around with it. Alright, so that was a walkthrough of what current AI technology is capable of. To try out Manus for yourself, remember to sign up with the link in the description below for some free credits. What are your thoughts on AI replacing tech jobs? Do you think it's inevitable or that more jobs will be created? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to start a discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.